So hey guys, so we are back, and this is where we had left off. I was explaining you what a JSON server is and how it works, and what are some standards of the REST API. So we can go right back. We saw that this was our JSON to db.json file. Our project is running, and this is our JSON server. Oh, okay. One more thing. Every request that we make gets logged here, right? So yeah, that's just it. Let's just get back to, let's open the VS code for our project, and as usual we only need index.js and app.js. Let's delete everything. Okay, delete. Yeah, move to thrash, please don't ask me again. Yeah, app test.js, this let's do delete. Then logo, report, web vital, setup, test, delete. Right now we don't need these files. Index, yeah, we don't need this, we don't need this. Let's remove this. Then let's go to app.js. We don't need any of these files. uh let's just remove all of this, and let's just write hello world. Let's see if it refreshes. Okay, it's not, it's working. Cool. uh I feel like we should not work on CSS for this project. Let's just work on seeing how we can use a to-do app. Let's forget about the CSS. This project, maybe we'll add some CSS later on, but let's just get started. So what's the first thing that we want to do? We want to show this list of to-dos in our application, right? So let's work towards that. Maybe we'll first, okay, let's first create a folder called as components, and in this components let's create a new file called as, maybe, yeah, to do list dot js. Okay, let's do, we don't need import react, right? So let's try const to do list. uh, Return, let's do a paragraph, to do list. Okay, export default to do list, right? Now let's go to app.js, and instead of this whole thing, we can just do to-do list, and yeah, and we have to import to-do list, right? Hmm. So we can do import. No, what am I doing? To-do list from not that, dot slash components slash to-do list. Okay, this should work. Yeah, we have the to-do list, right? Now in this, first we have to fetch. Now what is fetch? Or in simpler words, we have to get this whole thing, right? Okay, how do we do that? Basically we have to make this API request, right? So what have we learned about API request, or what have we learned about URLs? That we keep them in an environment variable. That's the first thing that we'll do. So we will first create a .env file, and we will do react underscore app underscore back and underscore URL, and we will do http colon slash slash, is it https, okay, local host 3000. Okay, cool. Now let's go here and let's just do a console.log process.env dot react app backend URL. This won't work now, but we'll have to restart the project. Yeah, it is undefined clearly. Okay, let's restart the project. Yeah, yo, let's see it, this works. Localhost 3000. Our React app is working on 3001, and this produce is working on localhost 3000. Okay, okay, so we have here. Now what we have to do essentially is, let's see, Is the console visible to you guys? I guess yes, it is visible. Yeah, let's do a fetch. So I hope you guys know about how fetch works. Essentially, fetch is a promise library. So local host 3000 slash produce. Okay, it's a promise. Then what we have to do is dot then data dot json dot then data. Let's do a console log here. Console dot log and data. Okay. Hmm. Oh, not data transfer. Come on, what am I typing there? Hmm. So we have these two to dos, right? Making a, let's just refresh here. Okay, we have two to dos. So essentially, this is the code that we want to copy. Where? Here. Oh, let's see if this works. I really don't know. Let's see if this works. Why isn't it auto refreshing? Okay, we'll refresh on our own. There is a promise pending and then something comes. I don't know whether this is working from here or not. You know what? Let's just rearrange some screens. Okay, here we go. Oh, let's add some at the rates here. This is the way everybody debugs. Okay. Okay, yeah. So this is working. So how about this? How about we copy this thing here? Yeah, and set the state. Now I'm expect create a state. Let's create a state first. Const to do's set to do's equals to use state, right? This is how we created a state, right? Okay. We need to import. Great. Let's just do this first. Okay. Now we need to import use state from React. Use state from React. Okay. This works. Now can we set to do's and let's do data. So this should work. Then what's the problem here? Okay, I see. There's an extra bracket. Then can we just do console.log? Yeah, let's log to do's here. And but let's write exclamations just to know that this console log is working, right? Okay. Yeah. But you see what's happening here? This is essentially going into an infinite loop. Yeah, insufficient resources fail to fetch, right? What just happened? What just happened? We don't know, right? So what happened is when we ran this component, this fetch ran, right? Now this okay, this forget about this. Consider this whole thing as one, and yeah, this is just syntax, right? Whenever we get some data from fetch, we need to convert it to JSON, and that this is the way to do that, right? So consider this as one thing. Now this fetch ran. Now we have some data, and I'm setting that data into to dos. But what happens is when I set data, the component re-renders, right? Remember, whenever we use state and whenever we set some data, the component is supposed to re-render, right? And because of that, the component re-renders. This fetch runs again. This then is called, oh sorry, this then is called with data, then it's sets the to-dos and then it re-renders, so which is causing us an infinite loop, right? Let's just check the network calls. That's okay, it's not just, it's not opening, it's frozen. Let's see if I can. Okay, I'll have to close the app. Okay. By the way, it's i7 2020 MacBook and it froze. So let's comment this out. This is not good code. Yeah. Okay. Please, 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 please work. Okay. Fine. Let's do localhost 3000. Okay. We were running at 3001. Okay. So right now there are no, okay, this is an empty array. So we need to come up with a better way to do this fetch and work with the data, work with the set of to-dos and just do this once. We need to come up with a much better way to do this, right? So we'll look into this in the next video. Till then, like, subscribe and share, I guess.